Hi, this is Scott Novak of Local Lead Link, and I wanted to make a quick video for you and show you a couple of very interesting and some really cool things you could do to your website very quickly to improve your ranking in the search engines, improve your visibility to potential customers that are searching for you online, and get more customers, get more revenue coming in the door. So I think we all know the web is where it's at to get new leads. Nobody's using the yellow pages, those big thick books, as anything other than a doorstop these days. And more people are searching for roofing companies and service companies on their phone more than their actual computers. It's a digital age. So I'm going to get right to it here. I'm going to show you a couple pretty powerful techniques and really the foundation of ranking a website against your competition. So let's get right to it. I've got a 4-point strategy, really going to look under the hood at the mechanics of what makes a website rank higher in the search engine. It's not going to talk too much about the website appearance. This is a nice looking site, but if you're frustrated with your ranking against your competitors, maybe you're just not getting the amount of leads that you'd like, there's a couple things that I'll show you in this video that explain why that is, and hopefully this will be helpful to you and anyone else watching. So proof is in the pudding. I know we could have the best looking website on the planet, but if no one can find you on these search engines, it's really not working for you. It's just not being the sales tool that it could be. So let's maximize the power of your site. Let's beef up the engines. Let's put some turbo power in this thing and get it humming and win the race and beat your competition and ultimately get found by your customers. So this is where you want to be found on the search engines. And you know, the main word I'm going to talk about here and keep coming back to in this video is visibility. Just like a restaurant or retail store depends on and values their location for their sales, you want to be as visible as possible where your customers are searching, and that is on the web, online on these search engines. And the big dog is Google. And they're pretty much the 800-pound gorilla of search engines with about 80% of all search engine traffic. So we need to look good in their eyes, play nicely in their sandbox. So let's kind of get right to it. I did a search for roofing Baltimore. Now we're looking at FourSeasonsRoofingMD.com. Four Seasons Roofing is in Reisterstown, Maryland. It's a suburb of Baltimore on the East Coast, USA. So I did a search for roofing Baltimore. And there's 3 sections to look at that Google divides into. The top is paid advertisements, also known as AdWords, Google AdWords. This is paid ads, and this is something I do as well. But we're going to look at the organic listing, ranking naturally, not paid. And there's 2 sections to look at here. There's the map pack. Obviously, there's a map, and 3 very sought-after spots here. And then there's the organic listing. And ideally, we want to be in the top 10. Now, I looked for FourSeasonsRoofingMD.com in the top 10. I did not find that domain. I kept looking, and I kept looking. I just didn't find anything. So I did a homework project. I looked for the domain on one of my SERP tools here, and not good news. In fact, every single keyword that I searched for was not found in the top 100 of Google, and that's not good news. We want to rank for roofing Baltimore, roof repair Baltimore, roofing contractors Maryland, roofing Maryland, Maryland roofing, and you see where we're going. The only one that wasn't in the top one, or that did rank in the top 100, was roofing Reisterstown, which is a pretty small town, and even that 86. Really, we want to be in the top 10 or 20, and I'm going to show you why. This is, well, this is going to take a little more than 5 minutes, but this is a visibility chart, and you can see the number 1 player here, the number 1 ranked company for any search term got 31% of all the clicks. And then number 2 is in half at 14, number 3 is at 10, number 4 is at 7. So you can see just the difference between 1 and 4 was 4 times the amount of leads. Now the chart starts to even out, but you know, if you're not in the top, 10 to 20 spots, you're really fighting for scraps over here in left field, and you don't want to be over here. We want to get you in the good neighborhoods in here, because visibility, this basically represents your likelihood of getting a click. So if you have 0%, in your percentage, that's not where you want to be. In fact, 71% of all searches actually stop after page 1. They, customer finds what they need. So real quick, I'm going to show you some results because I got to give myself some credibility so you know who you're, what this is about. I'm not just some schmo. This is a home builder I worked with in Minneapolis, Minnesota last year. Kind of started out with a bunch of goose eggs, and then some things that I did kicked in. And we really want to be in the 2% range to be getting some leads, or obviously higher. And then we look at keywords. I look at the most popular keywords for their niche, and then we sort by search volume, their popularity. So you can see this started at 38, moved up 8, started at 80, moved up 17. This guy was kind of stubborn, but this got corrected. This guy didn't move much, but this guy moved up 62 spots in three months. Here is a gutter installation company. A lot of green arrows here, and that's what we want to see. Here's a screen porch installer, window installer, and good looking chart here. Here's a roofer in Madison, Wisconsin. Just nice looking arrows. This is what we want to see. So I don't say this stuff or show you this stuff to brag, but just to show you that I know what I'm doing here. It's not just talk. I know how to get results. And this is how I do it. It's 4 points. First is content. And that's the words on your page and making sure that they contain more relevant keywords than your competition. And I showed you those keywords in that little status chart. 2 is your citations, making sure that your business is cited or listed in more online directories and search engines than your competition. 3 is to make sure you have a mobile-friendly and responsive site. And lastly is to make sure you have a more trusted site in the eyes of Google. And I've got a very powerful secret weapon in this that I'll show you. And all 4 of these add up to just more people finding you, more traffic to your site, more potential customers, more leads, more bids, and more closed sales at the end of the year, and more of this stuff for you. And that's what we all want. We all want victories. So let's get into analyzing this particular site. Nice looking site. Like I said, not going to talk too much about design, but it's very professionally done. And you can see, just good looking use of color, space, all those things. But let's look at ranking. Again, we're looking under the hood here at the engine. So keywords. So we can scan keywords. Here's a good one right out of the gates. Maryland Roofing Company. Well done. Residential, commercial roof services. Okay, maybe not services, but commercial roofs should come up. Roof installation. So this is good. This is actually a really good first paragraph. In fact, this is kind of textbook. So this first paragraph is outstanding. This is missing an A here, and this is installation spelled wrong. And overall good, but we want a lot of content on the page, and here's why. Long form, meaning a lot of words, ranks higher in the search results than short form. And the average word count of a Google first page result is almost 1,900 words throughout the entire site. That's a lot of words. And the number of words on your page is directly related to your position on Google. That's because Google wants authoritative content. And if you look at your competition, and I won't go through this now because I don't have time, but if you look at your competition, there's a lot of well-written content. We could look at these guys over here. I think you may have heard of this particular site. But and this is just the residential side, but if we look at their roofing page, they've got a lot of content. Now, I'm going to pat myself on the back because I wrote all of this, but when Google looks at this, they're going, okay, roof replacement, that's a keyword. Residential roofing is a keyword. New home roofing is a keyword. Roofing repair is a keyword. So emergency roof repair. So I'm peppering in keywords. And what I do is I do my homework. I do research on competition, and I look at all these different keywords. I look at all these statistics, and I rank by popularity. And you darn well better believe I'm putting these keywords in the content because that's what your customers are using on here. So why wouldn't you use the same keywords that your customers use and put it in your site? So again, this is nicely done. However, I have one major beef with this. You should have a roofing page, not one long services page with one paragraph just describing each service. Have a dedicated roofing page. Like this is just one paragraph. We'll go over here to Stormproof Roofing. This is a dedicated page with all kinds of stuff. So, you know, not beating you up, but there's room for improvement, and content is king. All right, number 2 is your citations. I'm going to actually start with this. This is all the major citations available. And Google is number 1, like I said, and they actually look at all the other guys and where you are and how you're listed. So a couple things, you know, Yahoo is great. This is perfect. Facebook, great, perfect. Bing, address is good, but phone number missing. Yelp, perfect. Not in white pages, not in all these other players, and then some discrepancies, like we don't know who Mr. Fix-It-Home guy is. And then just a lot of missed opportunities to be in these directories. The good news is this is a very affordable fix, under $200 as a one-time deal, and you could be uniform, all the planets aligned, so to speak. One problem that I do see that you could correct, although Google's Yext is not showing this as a problem, but you're showing this as a collection. But what you really want to do is be a verified local business and get the Google postcard. So you have the little shield here. So we can talk about that privately if you like, or we can talk about it in the group. Last is, or second to last, is mobile friendly. Most sites are mobile friendly. And last point is what are called backlinks. And backlinks are other websites that link to you. And having other sites linked to you can be very beneficial. If you have suppliers, underlayment companies, shingle companies that you're in good standing with and they have a dealer locator page, ask them, can you put a link to our site on your page? I tell you, if you get a link from GAF or Owens Corning, that can be gold. It really makes a difference. So the more referring domains, or the more backlinks, as they call them, that you have that are from reputable websites, the better. In fact, the number of referring domains, again, is directly related to your position on Google. In fact, the number of unique referring domains was the strongest correlation in this entire study, including content. So you want keywords. Now, how do you get keywords? Well, I can make a whole video on this, but like I said, trade associations, suppliers, local alliances, sponsorships. Hey, you could even sponsor a little league club or a bowling club, and if there's a website associated with it, you can benefit from that link. 5K run. These are free leads. Better Business Bureau might be $500, but it's a great backlink. There's other ways to get it, and that's through SEO, search engine optimization, working with a qualified and reputable agent like myself. Not trying to sell here, but I do a good job on this. And these links have to be quality. You can't just have some spammy junk linking to your site and thinking that it's good. And some SEO people think that's just fine. And just like there's quality roofers that you know and junk roofers that should be out of business that you know, there's junk SEO people. And then, of course, there's good people. So you want to find the good. All these things we're talking about here, you guys, the SEO, the backlinks, directory listings, the keywords, they're all part of this ranking strategy that gets results. And it's a marketing investment. It's just part of your advertising that can really take your business to the next level. And obviously, in this day and age, you just need a strong online presence if you have competition. And earlier, I showed results of clients that I've helped. I know I could help you as well if you like. Now, if this stuff resonates with you, if you'd like to make some moves to grow your business, use technology, if you'd like to chat a little further, talk strategy, feel free to reach out to me. We can talk a little deeper and kind of map out where you want to take this thing. So hopefully this is helpful to you. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.